Okay, so today I'm going to give you a quick demonstration of the 3D programming capabilities in the MetaBot. I'm going to go into the MetaBot, into the Libraries tab. I'm going to create a brand new library called Demo. Within that library, I'm going to create a brand new control called Node. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and edit that control. Now, you can see in addition to the traditional HTML5 user interface that you can define for your control, there is now a 3D tab where you can define a 3D user interface for your control. There's a lot of different ways that you can add 3D stuff into this. It's all based on the 3.js library, which of course is fantastic. And we include with the Newbound software, we include a 3.js library that's based on the 3.js library, which if you're not familiar with it, you really should get to know it. It's fantastic. In any case, we're going to add a simple shape here to our control, right? And you can see that our shape is a cube. I'm going to go ahead and change that to a sphere, and I'm going to give it a color that is green. All right, I'm going to go ahead and save. So now you can basically, once you've got a control like this, you can then add it into other controls. I'm going to go ahead and show you that right now. We'll create just a quick demo control here, create, and I'm going to edit that, go into its 3D, and if we then pull up our demo library and our node control, add it in there, boom, we've got a node. And again, we can play around with the shape and scale and position and all that jazz as well at this level. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it 3 clicks to the left, and I'm going to add another one, and I'm going to make it 3 clicks to the right. All right. I'm also going to name it Node 2, and then I'm going to name the original one Node 1 here. So we got Node 1 and Node 2, and they're 6 clicks apart, and I'm going to go ahead and save that. All right, so now these controls, I just created the node control and I've added it into another control, so you can see the compound effect of being able to build your controls out of each other, kind of like Legos, right? I'm going to go back here to my node control and I'm going to write a little bit of code. All right, so again, we've got the single sphere. I'm going to go into the JavaScript tab here, and I'm going to basically just do some, I'm going to set the me variable equal to this so that I've just got global access to it, because this keyword obviously changes its value dependent on your scope in where you are in the code. I'm going to add a quick method here to set the color of my orb, my node here, my sphere. All the traditional events are included, so for example, if you want to add a click function there, we're going to set the color. I'm going to go ahead here and open up another tab and go to my demo library, go to my node code. Oh, not my node code, my demo. Here we go. All right, so now if you click it, you can see the change of the color based on this me click function that we added. All right, so what I would like to do is I would like to be able to drag a connection between one node and the other. So I'm going to add this, I'm going to add a drag function, right? And so basically, if we're dragging and there's no line yet for our to depict our connection, we're going to go ahead and add in a line. And I'm going to gloss it over here a little bit. You're going to have to learn some 3.js coding to get around at this level. But for the purpose of brevity here, basically we're adding a line. We're setting the start to the basically the point at which our sphere is located, and we're setting the end of the line to where the click occurred, so basically if there's already a line, then we want to update the second vertex there to the new position of the mouse. And then we also want to prevent the default behavior of the event, which is to actually drag around the models. When we're dragging between models, we don't want that default orbiting behavior, so we're going to return false to suppress any other events from occurring subsequent. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and save here, and knock on wood, I'm going to refresh here, go to my 3D tab, and let's try a drag. Look at that. All right, so that's the beginning of our functionality here. I'm going to add a drop functionality now, so that when something happens when you let go, you can see it just kind of got frozen there in space. So I'm going to add a drop functionality, right? And so basically, if it's getting dropped, but it's not getting dropped onto anything, that's what the second parameter there is, the model that it's being dropped onto. If there's no model that we're being dropped onto, then we want to basically make the line go poof, right? We want to get rid of that line and go back to normal. So let's try that out here, see if that works. Click on that, 3D, and let go in space. Boom, no line. All good, right? Okay, so then now all that's left is the other use case, which is we are in fact dragging onto another node, and let's code that up here. Basically, let's connect them, right? Okay, so here, save that, and we'll try it out, and refresh. 3D, right? They're 3D objects, and we can drag between them, and when we connect them, boom, they are connected. So very, very simple, straightforward user interface for creating 3D controls, ultimately design your own 3D web apps using Newbound's MetaBot. Thanks for watching.